We are back at it once again here at Macro Crypto, giving you our perspective around the JRNY CLUB and Planet Zolo on a weekly basis. Finally, back in the seat after a week-long vacation on a beach somewhere. Enjoyed my time, but I'm happy to give you our perspective into the number one NFT, in my opinion, or at least we're manifesting that to the moon each and every week for you. What is happening around the space? Where are we currently tracking? And as you all well know, the crypto market, NFTs are all bleeding at this time, and the JRNY CLUB is no different. But if you know anything about this channel, of course, it's in the name. Macro, we have a long-term approach. We're here for a long time, not just the good times. And it's all about survival mode at this point, especially in a bear market. Can we get an NFT summer? Maybe, hopefully. But if we don't, at least the JRNY CLUB is set up to survive at the very least. Yes, we would love to see market kick up and see some marketing, the floor price of both Planet Zolo and the JRNY CLUB rise up. But right now, let's just survive and get to the next phase or the next cycle for NFTs. And obviously that doesn't have to follow suit with crypto, but we're going to go ahead, see a wait and see approach, and go over some news that's currently happening. If you do enjoy today's content, give us a like and subscribe. Head over to that Twitter page at Macro Crypto Club and give us a follow. Like always, link will be down in the description. So everyone, let's go ahead, hop over to OpenSea on the JRNY CLUB official page. You see the floor price is currently at 0.689 ETH. Yes, I know this is not where we want to be. We'd love to see that floor price rise up, but obviously market conditions are playing a true factor in this. And the JRNY CLUB is not the only project seeing this effect. It's happening across the board, some more than others. And an example would be Cyberkongs. Their babies are currently at a floor price of 2.89 ETH, where they were well above 15 ETH at one point. Their Genesis are hovering at 25 ETH currently, where they were calling for 200 ETH in sales not too long ago. So just as a little bit of a perspective on how this market is currently really taking it in and getting beat up with time, crossing our fingers for a NFT summer, of course, and get those market conditions turned around, but it's all about survival at this point. So don't be asking for marketing. Where are we trying to get this floor price up at this time? Be patient. We're here for a long time, not just a good time. That's the best approach you can have at this time, especially when you're considering you got into this because of the metaverse. Okay, if that was your for your reason, the metaverse is still so long off until we can actually have it as a mass adoption. We're talking years, multiple years. Now, if you're into it for the gaming aspects, we got something for you later in this video, of course. But some good news in regards to the JRNY CLUB official page. When we do turn that around, some marketing will start to take place. It's a given. Yes, previously we did discuss that we thought that the floor price would rise when the other deeds for the other side, the Bored Ape Yacht Club land sale itself, would help the JRNY CLUB out. And we were wrong. It really just helped out Bored Ape Yacht Club at that time, but there was not a lot of marketing, and obviously market conditions played a role in all that. So hopefully we can get those launches when we have better conditions and really get some eyeballs into our project. But I got sidetracked. Back to the number of items currently for sale is hovering around the same exact number it has been for weeks, probably the last 4 weeks, 147 at this moment. So yes, everyone's just kind of cascading down at this time. If we can get into a bullish phase, the opposite approach will take place. And this is in a prime condition to get that floor price eaten up on our way up. And I'm sure there'll be people that are waiting for an exit strategy, but not me. I do want to say that you might see some of my NFTs go up for sale, but that's for tax purposes. I'm going to take a loss on some of them, and I'm only going to do one at a time here and there. That's just to see if someone can purchase it, and then I can buy in at the around the same price. Lower price would be more beneficial, considering you have to pay like 10% to OpenSea and the royalties for JRNY CLUB. But if you don't, I'm going to take a little bit of extra fees on that. But that way, if I'm not going to list them all and try to do it, because one, that's going to hurt the floor price of the club that I'm in, but also because if all of a sudden the floor price jumps, I'm really getting beat up on that. So just one at a time. So if you do see that for macro crypto, just know that's my approach. I am not exiting the club. I hold 14 passes within the wallet. 10 are mine, 4 are my brother's, but eventually we are going to sell a couple and then repurchase back in and maybe even get up to 20. Who knows? Now, checking out the villagers of Zolo, floor price is at 0.058 currently right now. A little bit of a cheaper entry. I think this is good to get more owners to the space because we have a cheaper entry. Sorry, everyone. Hopefully I'm not losing viewers for coughing over here. But owners currently sitting at the same amount of owners it has been on a weekly basis, 4.9. We want to see this rise up. So that's what we're going to keep a close eye on, especially with the release of the game. Going over that later in this video. Currently right now, 597 items are up for sale. As always, just like the JRNY Club, we'd love to see this start to diminish with time. And then, of course, people will start to take profits when we start to see a turn in the market. Now, Zolo key cards, right now, about a 50% reduction in price from the inception. We really are counting here. We're not going to count those early crazy rides, those crazy moments, but about last 2 months from hovering around 0.2, now hovering around 0.115 on the key card. So the key card itself, hopefully we will see an increase in value with time, especially once the game releases and more people want to burn their key to get a fresh Zolo villager that they can call their own that nobody has owned before, obviously. And also the key card itself could become very valuable as a collectible. Now, the 300,000 contest winners for the JRNY has finally happened, and we did get one slot. We won one slot, and the slot that won was one of my buddies did a rap for the JRNY Club. So applaud to him. I'm going to throw the link in the Twitter page. It's actually right here. So get a chance. If you haven't got a chance to listen to it, the link will be down in the description. Go check it out. Give the tweet a like. Go retweet it. We will actually start to use the content and the music in our videos as an introduction. And I'm actually going to reach out to Shepard III as well to see if we can use his content for a closing. That way we get our members involved within the space. So hat tip to One Improv Music for allowing us to, or creating that music and then put it into the JRNY Club. The crazy part about the 300,000 contest winners, my YouTube video did not make the cut. And yeah, a little bitter. No, I'm not. It is what it is. We did win one at least, and here we are. I do want to give an applaud to Flower for winning a whopping 7 entries. Mind-blowing. 7 entries for Flower, and well-deserved. So involved within the community and does a lot of positive affirmations to the community while keeping it real all at the same time. So well done to Flower over there. Do want to give you a little bit of an update on the JRNY Club corporate office. They finally gave a little bit of transparency on who is on the team, and hopefully we continue to see this down the road. So applaud to the team. Thank you for giving this. This is only going to make a tighter knit community for the JRNY Club itself. Given that transparency, understanding where this project is also headed will help us ease our mind during times, desperate times that is probably, in a lot of people's eyes. Now, the Planet Zolo, here it is for JRNY Pass members. Beta game went live this past weekend for the High Council, and then the JRNY Club the next day. And then this coming weekend, if you own a Zolo, you will actually get access to the beta game. And we're going to be giving you our perspective because yes, we've played it a couple of times, and boy, actually, it exceeded expectations, and I was very happy from what I saw. This is actually an image that was dropped in the Discord. This is not my own, so do want to give you a little heads up on how it already evolved just within the beta phase itself. Here's some of the armor. As you can tell, there's no shadows down here as well. And then here is some of the development. As you can see, the body armor, the shadow from the kind of the clouded moon right there. These two pictures are just, and this is my opinion, I think in the short amount of time, light years ahead of each other, these two images. And I can't be more excited for the development that has already been taking place to where this can track and go and the adoption that we can see for the battle game. I'm not going to give you access to seeing what the battle game looks like. This is actually just choosing a character because obviously that's the JRNY CLUB. They get to do that when that goes live to the public. Then we'll showcase it on this YouTube channel. But I do want to say that we basically were able to get some real early access into a beta game that, yes, there's some bugs. That's why it's beta. They're going to work those out and then it goes released to public. And this is actually so cool. And it really allowed the community to really get some early access into something that's going to just make this community prosper and grow in my view. And obviously I'm sure a lot of you share that same sentiment, but what is really exciting about this is that it's eventually going to go mobile. Currently right now it's only for desktop or laptop, but eventually when it does go mobile, that adoption will just go tenfold. All games that have success, that have ability to be on mobile as well as desktop, is bar none your best games for adoption, because you're getting more users at the end of the day. So kind of giving you a little bit of an idea of what this game kind of at least looks like. The skills itself, Q, E, and R, and you can change the binding on this where you can change the keys that kind of like mesh with you and your personality for gameplay, which is kind of a nice little addition. But to give you a little bit of a view on what those skills are and what you can expect from each character, we're going to go ahead, pick up the captain right here. Again, we're not going to play, but the thing I did want to show you was the leaderboard. Chalum, Jacobson, Flame Tank, the Real Daddy, Boomer 83. Y'all can really pick some names over there. So those are that's the top 5 in the ranking currently. And that's going to be another addition to this video, is giving you a Rankly leaderboard, and then also the tournaments that take place. Giving shout outs to community members at the end of the day is important as we build this community up. So I do want to say that the gameplay itself, yes, a little buggy in the sense of laggy on some browsers, specifically Chrome at this time. So if you do jump in and you buy a Zolo and you want to play the game this weekend, because you'll be able to, and connect your wallet and the Discord, earn Stardust, all those good things, basically expect a little bit of a lag on Chrome, but people have used Safari and Firefox with success. But also there's some other things that there's workarounds that you'll be able to utilize, and I'm sure they're going to correct those bugs. That way everyone has a clean experience no matter which browser they're using. That's why the beta comes out in the first place, allows people to kind of catch those, let the team know, and then they can adapt and improve. But I will just say that my expectations far exceeded what I thought was possible for this game, especially in its current stage. The infant stage that this project is really obviously in. We've only been here since November of last year. Hasn't even been a full year, and we're getting a game already, and a game that is pretty addicting, if we're going to be honest with one another. So I'm excited, if you haven't had a chance to play it yet, to get that chance in the future. And I'm really excited to give myself the possibility to play a couple games against you, but also showcase that game on this channel once we go live to the public, of course. Now, the JRNY CLUB did tweet this out. We aren't just building in the metaverse. More details to come. Come on, we all know what this means. This is an in real life office. We understand that this was a long awaited thing. We're basically not in an office. This is actually more like a lounge and a gallery for the JRNY CLUB exclusively. Where this location is, I do not know. I know Tony basically indicated that maybe next week, giving a tour of that on his YouTube channel, and I'm anticipating that this is going to give exclusive access, just another benefit to the JRNY CLUB itself. And the lease where this is could be massive news for the team in the space. I do want to put out there that within that gallery, if you Tony, if you're watching this content, McStardust would love a little spot in there, maybe even in the game. You know, I do with the neon glasses. Just throwing it out there, you know, shooting my shot, right? At the end of the day. We're going to go ahead and wrap this video up, everyone, with a JRNY CLUB leaderboard. AAA, Triple B, Sir Castile, Raja, RBSM, and Aether. I think just might have jumped in the top 5. I think Ches used to be there. So, hey, getting a new member into the top 5 for Stardust. Remember, if you're not part of the JRNY CLUB Discord or you're just part of Zolo, you can still jump in the JRNY CLUB Discord, collect Stardust on a daily basis, collect and work every 3 hours, give yourself Stardust. Eventually that can turn into NFTs in real life items for just being part of the community. So it's just a benefit within itself. As you know, your boy down here at number 27 right now, staying and hovering in the same position we have been. Do want to point out Side Hustle all the way at number 107. When are you going to get yourself into the top 100? We're going to keep tracking that on a weekly basis until that finally takes place. I hope everyone enjoyed today's content. I know it was rather long. I know I was talking a lot through a lot of different aspects, but ultimately, let's survive this downtrend, live to fight another day, and know that we're going to succeed for the future as a community. I hope everyone enjoyed this content today. Until next time, give us a subscribe and like the video, by the way. Till next time, everyone. Peace.